Leon from Nintendo Players UK here, and we're ready to spring to give you the latest highlights from your local Nintendo groups. February hosted 10 meetups from our communities showing a diverse range of games during the month of love and passion. I mean, our communities love games, and they are very passionate about playing them together. Without further ado, let's check out some of the community highlights from February. Starting with Nintendo South Wales and their NSW Smash Bros Amiibo Battle. Not only was this their first meet of the year, but to celebrate the completion of the Smash Bros Amiibo series, they also held a cool little Amiibo tournament. This was a single elimination 2v2 event where each team consisted of a human player and their Amiibo companion. The champion of this event was Jonathan and their Pokemon pal Incineroar. South Wales also held a Suika game side competition where Ellery won with a grand total of 2,775 points. Next up is Nintendo Liverpool and their Fightin' February event. Yet another Smash tournament was hosted this month. This time players were restricted to only Mario and Donkey Kong characters to celebrate the release of Mario vs Donkey Kong. The tournament used their in-house Yeet the Pete rule set, with Jordan claiming victory. Two other tournaments were hosted by Liverpool, with Blade Strangers and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, where Jimbo and Rob respectively won. Attendees also had the chance to check out the recently released Mario vs Donkey Kong game for Nintendo Switch systems. Time for us to return to Wales, this time visiting the opposite side with Nintendo North Wales and their February event. They had a packed day starting with the launch of their 2024 league competition. With this year being themed around the Olympics, they jumped to the left and stepped to the right, where they took a time warp to Mario and Sonic at the Tokyo Olympic Games 2020, where their first event used the 110-metre hurdles. While players were competing, there were a couple attendees happily enjoying a skipping game in the corner, presumably Jump Rope Challenge. North Wales also hosted a special little tournament to showcase the recently launched indie brawler Bullion. After constant lava-induced deaths, misplaced graves and a barrage of very angry monkeys, Dern reigned supreme and won themselves a copy of the game. This is just a sample of what Nintendo North Wales got up to last month. You can find out more at nintendonorthwales.co.uk. Finally, let's quickly check out Nintendo Southend, who showcased Mario vs Donkey Kong, a Bullion tournament, as well as a bunch of other games for Nintendo Switch. There are also plenty of small plush toys on show too, including a Mario who may have tried his luck feeding a piranha plant. Yikes. This is just a selection of events held by our wonderful communities. You can find out more about any upcoming events at nintendoplayers.uk. There's been a few Nintendo and NPUK headlines this February, so let's check out the highlights next. Jen had the pleasure of interviewing Bullion developer Ben Pritchard in our latest episode of the NPUK podcast. According to Ben, a major inspiration factor into developing Bullion was just to make something light and fun to play with friends and family. Find out what he said in this clip.
Yeah, what led you to the decision to make Bullion?
Well, it's partly because of this last title that we did, which had this it was bright colours, little bouncy ball type characters. I mean, I must admit, I'm going to go out on a limb and probably get myself vilified by all of Nintendo UK by saying that the biggest influence going right back was probably Sonic, because of the colour scheme in Sonic, kind of like and you got to allow me this because that was in the 90s, and it was a long time ago. But yeah, for, those kind of bright colours inspired the kind of games we wanted to make. We want to make fun games. It doesn't have to be a huge, super immersive experience. Just want to have fun. So like I said, we did this. The previous title was sort of little bouncy ball characters and lots of loud farty noises and things like that, and kids loved it. We had people queuing up to play this thing at the shows that we had. So we thought we want Bullion to kind of like grow from that. We want to have that kind of fun, family-friendly vibe where kids and their parents can sit down and play it together. So if there's any Nintendo players out there who are a bit older, have got kids of their own, half term's coming up. Great time to get Bullion out there. play against your kids, show them who's boss. But
Well, the
yeah, it
Nintendo
was.
events I run for North Wales, we are family friendly. We have like kids and grown-ups playing together, so we're looking forward to featuring it at our event.
You know what? Sometimes it's nice to just play a smaller game and have a little fun with mates. You can check out the full podcast over on YouTube. It's official! The Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Amiibo series is now complete with the release of Sora. Everyone is finally here! That was embarrassing. Have you been able to collect them all? We'd love to see your Amiibo collection, so hit us up on social media, yeah? February also marked the first Nintendo Direct of 2024 in the form of a partner showcase. This was held on the 21st of February, which brought gamers up to speed on all the third-party goodies we're expecting to see on Nintendo Switch this year. More than 20 different games were showcased, offering a little something for every type of gamer. Personally, I can't decide what I'm looking forward to the most. The first Xbox game to come Switch-bound in Grounded? 16-player online battles in Super Monkey Ball Banana Rumble, or exploring the depths with friends in Endless Ocean Luminous. Any particular game take your fancy? Once again, hit us up on social media, we're very lonely over there. We also had a chance to celebrate Pokemon Day with Pokemon Presents a week later. The presentation mainly focused on new updates coming to various Pokemon games, along with the unveiling of a brand new title in the series, Pokemon Legends ZA, or ZA if you're American. I wonder what awaits us in Lumois City when the game launches in 2025. Splatoon 3's second wave of DLC, Side Order Splashdown, on the 22nd February, offering players a barrage of chaotic and challenging levels, while figuring out why residents of Inkopolis Square have turned up missing. How do you turn up missing? I have no idea, why don't you just play the game? Side Order definitely isn't shy to ramp up the creepiness factor, as I found out in our post-launch stream. Why not take a look? I'd rather not relive that memory, but content. Oh, that looks very creepy. Very creepy. I don't like that. That's like really creepy. Well, let's get on with it. Use what we've learned. That? Oh no, it isn't. Marine? What? Yeah, that is very creepy. Oh. Oh. Fingers. I don't like it. Oh. Like, this game is creepier than it should be at times. I hope you're ready to get creative, as we have just launched a brand new competition, Super Nintendo World Builder. All you have to do is design the Super Nintendo World expansion of your dreams, and you could win a goodie bag full of Super Nintendo World swag from Universal Studios Hollywood. Entries are now open and close on the 12th of April at 11:59 PM British Summer Time. If you're interested in entering, then be sure to pop by nintendoplayers.uk to get the full lowdown, including what is included in the goodie bag. There's a lot of good stuff in there. Finally, it's time for me to take a deep breath as I round up our February reviews. Yay, you said it! Look at the outtakes for more. Mark McAllister felt Konosuba, God's blessing on this wonderful world. Love for these clothes of desire was oozing with charm thanks to over 10 endings and 100 character graphics. Luke Young thought that Pathia Studios hit a really good stride with their My Time series, and they're glad they got to be a part of the journey in My Time at Sandrock. And Sheldon Greenaway found a fine romp of action platformer goodness, albeit a bit frustrating with Berserk Boy. And now I'm going to take a breath because I can't breathe. But that's all the time we have for today. You can find out more about your local communities at nintendoplayers.uk. Thanks for watching. Check us out on social media. Once again, very lonely over there, and I'll see you all next month. Bye bye. Yet another Smash Bros. Finally, let's quickly check out Nintendo South End to showcase Mario vs Donkey Kong, a bullion donut. Find out what he said in this clip. I'm probably looking the wrong way, but well. Also, I apologise if that's the wrong pronunciation. Personally, I quite like Lumois. That sounds very French, and I like the French language. And that is not even going in the outtakes because. Finally, it's time for me to take a deep breath as I round up our February review. Finally, it's time for me to take a deep breath as I round up our February review. I can't say review. Slap my mouth, bad mouth, behave. A bit hyper today.